Hi guys, I thought it'd be helpful to share one of these what I eat in a day with my 2-year-old vegan daughter. Just to give you guys a little glimpse into how stupid simple, healthy, whole food plant-based eating can be with you and your toddler. We have a lot going on. We are going to the gym, we're going grocery shopping, we're going to the library, I have a meeting at 1 o'clock. So in between that, I'm going to try to provide nutritious meals for myself and my daughter.
Morning.
Yes, my baby girl still shares a bedroom with us. I don't know how people potty train their kid any other way. There's no chance I would be getting up and going to another bedroom 3 times a night.
Yes, we did.
You want what?
Yes, we did. Yes, we did.
You ready to nurse? I drink water like a camel every morning, ever since I started nursing. I think it's so important to rehydrate instead of reaching for the caffeine every morning.
You want to brush your teeth? Come on, let's go. I love you. I love you so much. 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 I say I love you so much.
Need a bowl? That's right.
I'm a baby. I'm a baby.
Yep, we're gonna put some blueberries in there, honey.
I'm a baby.
Can I get a spoon?
No.
So I did happen to have some leftover oatmeal and garbanzo beans. I always try to batch these because they are constantly in use in our household. And then I will be adding some hemp seeds as well as almond butter and this organic soy milk to add some more protein and some healthy fats. And then we have nutmeg, ginger, ground cloves, and allspice. I like to give her for a little flavor and some additional antioxidants. And then we have some blueberries and banana to top it off because my baby girl is obsessed with bananas. I'm also adding these walnuts for some healthy omega-3s. Okay. Can't just pick out the bananas, silly. I typically fast around 16 to 18 hours per day, so I don't usually eat breakfast until later, especially when we're going to the gym so early in the morning. I like to wait.
Banana.
Oatmeal is such a perfect food for toddlers because you can stuff so much nutrition in this one meal, and you can make it in so many different variations that they literally never get sick of it. Since we live in Wisconsin, I have been giving Ionna this vitamin D supplement and some B12 ever since we started to reduce my milk supply by about 3 nursing sessions per day. It's super important for especially vegan children to get their vitamin B12. If you're enjoying this video so far, make sure you hit that like button. Ionna and I have a lot more to share with you in this video, so stay tuned. For anybody who's new to my channel, I am so big on daily exercise. Not only is it my outlet, my antidepressant, but it's my happy place. And although most current research has shown how ineffective it is for weight loss, it's actually a crucial component when it comes to maintaining a lean body mass. So today I'm doing upper body, so I like to focus on all the major muscle groups like back, chest, shoulders, triceps, and biceps. I like to do circuit training where I am stressing one side of the muscle and then the opposite. So like I'll do biceps and then I'll do triceps right away, or I'll do back exercises followed immediately by chest exercises, and then I'll go back and forth between those until I exhaust each muscle. I usually do 18 reps with 3 sets of each exercise, alternating for the most part, unless it's super strenuous, and then I'm really happy with myself to finish 2 sets. At the grocery store, Ionna always tries to eat the produce. The mushrooms, the zucchini, you name it, it doesn't matter. She's not picky. So I always bring some kind of nut and dried fruit, and then sometimes we'll throw some popcorn in there. Just some easy snacks that I can bring along in our bag so she doesn't get too cranky. We usually take about 2 trips to the grocery store each week, sometimes 3 depending on what's going on that week. But this is very typical for what our cart will look like. Plenty of dried beans and lentils. About, I'd say 80% of this is produce, along with the frozen veggies and fruits. So we also have our whole grains like the quinoa, and then plenty of fruits and veggies. Eating a whole food plant-based diet can get a little pricey if you aren't careful about what types of produce you're choosing and at what point in time during each year. So we tend to spend about $250 per week on myself and Ionna, and then lots of these veggies and fruits are also for my boyfriend. So between the 3 of us, I don't think that's expensive. I think it's more important to invest in your health than it is to worry about your grocery bill, because in the long run you're saving so much money on medical bills and medications and all those things that nobody wants to be spending money on. So after a morning of the gym and grocery shopping, Ionna is always ready for her second nursing session of the day. At the moment, we're still doing 3 sessions, but I have been trying to figure out how to drop one of those so I can go down to 2 sessions per day, because it is very time consuming and exhaustive. It truly is a labor of love. If anybody's interested in hearing some great tips about breastfeeding for the long haul, I'll link that video here. A great habit I've acquired from learning how to eat a healthier diet is to always have some chopped up vegetables waiting for me in the fridge. So typically every night I will spend about 10 minutes and just get a huge bag of raw vegetables ready for the next day. This huge bag of veggies is always the first thing I'll eat in the morning because I'm famished. And when you're famished, the best thing to eat is raw vegetables because you're not likely to eat those at any other point in the day. So this is some brown rice pasta, black beans, and different steamed veggies, along with some sweet corn and some strawberries for Miss Ionna's lunch. So for my lunch, I was able to thaw some soup that I had frozen from the past week. This is several different types of legumes, as well as some leafy greens like collards and kale. And then we have some squash and a tomato base, as well as several different kinds of spices and vegetables. I actually have an entire video dedicated to how I batch cook this soup each week. So it's incredibly good for weight loss for all sorts of reasons. All water-based soups typically are, as long as they consist of mainly whole plant-based foods. If you're interested in watching that video, I'll link it here. So about an hour after my soup, I'm still kind of hungry, so I'm going to have, I guess, what you would call a second breakfast. So this is just a little bit of oatmeal with some cinnamon, nutmeg, allspice, ground cloves, as well as some frozen berries. And it is absolutely delicious. Does anybody else struggle with a toddler while trying to pay attention to their Zoom meetings? I would love to hear your comments below. It is not an easy task. For anybody who's new here, I actually work from home as a nutrition and weight loss coach. So if you are struggling to lose those last 15, 20, 30 pounds, however much you're looking to lose, I can help you with it. Yes, this is a shameless plug, but I am absolutely fascinated with weight loss. Over the years, I have learned and researched everything I could on this topic to help my clients get the most out of my program. If you're interested, I'd love to speak with you. I offer free consultations. You can contact me directly with my information in the description box below. Okay, so I'm just gonna boil a large sweet potato for my daughter and I's lunch/dinner. And then I'm not quite sure what we're gonna do with that. Maybe some beans and some greens and I don't know, some salsa, balsamic. You could do just about anything with a sweet potato. Okay, so I'm gonna add a bunch of frozen mixed veggies to another pot to steam. And we're gonna put on some garlic, curry. It's important to get that turmeric in every day, at least a half a teaspoonful. I've been really into Indian spices lately, so I'm going to do some garam masala. Not sure if that's how you pronounce it. Please correct me if I'm wrong. And some fresh ground black pepper. So I sprinkled some cinnamon on the sweet potatoes. I'm gonna add some chopped frozen mustard greens and some frozen spinach. Gotta get my greens in, otherwise I just feel kind of inadequate. Okay, and these should only take a couple of minutes. You don't want to overcook them, then they start to lose their nutrients. So I cooked the greens for a couple minutes and the sweet potatoes for about 16. You just want them so they're nice and firm. You should be able to put your fork through them quite easily. So I'm going to set these aside because they're done a little bit earlier than the veggies. So I'm going to dump some beans that I had made up earlier. I try to get some legumes in every single meal. Now I can toss these on top. She's not going to be very hungry because she ate a lot today, but I'll offer a lot just in case. Okay, I'm going to spice mine up a little bit. Some cayenne and some crushed red pepper flakes. See, it's just a bowl of mush, but it's delicious. This is just organic balsamic. Super important to maintain weight loss. You want to make sure you get 2 teaspoons of this with every meal. All right, guys, here's dinner. Some sweet potato curry yumminess. And from Miss Ionna as well. I do want to add that I drink water all day long, especially as a nursing mama. I am constantly drinking either water or tea. I like to use, let's see, I have a little white tea with lemon in it. That's usually my go-to. I just make a big pitcher full of just cold water and like 6 tea bags, and then just put a little spritz of lemon. It's non-caffeinated for the most part. I'm not really big on caffeine, but it's really hard to get away from completely caffeinated teas sometimes. So I just wanted to mention that. And I did not take any supplements in this video because I do like alternating days, and today just happened to be one of those off days. But I tend to take a vegan vitamin D supplement, a D3, and I can link these below if you're interested. It's super important on a vegan diet to make sure you're getting your vitamin, I mean on any diet, your vitamin D. I take 5,000 milligrams per like every other day since I'm still nursing, and it's Wisconsin and it's rarely this gorgeous outside. So I also take on alternating days a B12 supplement, again a vegan B12 supplement that's about, I believe it's 1,000 micrograms. I can link that below as well if you're interested. It's non-negotiable, B12 and D, vitamin D. Make sure you're getting those.
Button.
Yes, honey. So here's the meal I cooked earlier with the sweet potatoes, the greens, the beans, and the different veggies, as well as some banana and almond butter. Again, she is obsessed with her bananas, and I always try to get some sort of healthy fat in each and every meal. So that would be the almond butter. All right, guys, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, this diet is so stupid simple. It doesn't have to be pre-planned. It doesn't have to take a lot of forethought, and it doesn't have to be really expensive. So I hope you saw something that inspired you or found some tricks that you might be able to use in your own meals throughout the week or in your baby's meals throughout the week. And make sure you check out my other What I Eat in a Days. I will link them here. These meals have not only helped me lose over 30 pounds throughout the past and maintain it throughout the past 3 years, but they're also things that I crave, like naturally crave, not like obsessively crave, like I used to with sugary foods, but just that delicious sense of satisfaction you get when you eat something completely nourishing. That's what I'm talking about. I want to show you guys these meals because this is so simple to stick to your weight loss goals and maintain a healthy weight while still being a busy mom. So I hope to see you guys in the next video, and thanks for watching. What's that color? Blue. Blue train. What's that color?
Buffalo.
It's a green.